Christina and Stefan are in Atlanta, and I hear that you two are very much in love and you're raising 3 beautiful boys, 4, 6, and nearly 8. Okay. Where should we begin?
That's
What's
right.
going on? Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so things are incredible with us. I love my wife. We've been married nearly 10 years. It'll be 10 years in April. She's my best friend. As you mentioned, we're raising 3 amazing boys. We're in ministry together. So we're in the process of planting a church. So we do a lot of stuff together. And in our first year of marriage, we're talking about intimacy. So first year of marriage, when it comes to the frequency of it, it was very high. Going into year 10, it's still very good. But when you look at all the things that we're doing, the energy that we're exerting, all of the things that we're doing, and one of our kids has autism, so that's a lot on her as well. I'm trying to figure out how to make sure she has a lot more in the tank when it comes down to time with me. Because the boys take a lot, right? At the end of the day, she's ready to park. I'm ready to go full speed fast lane.
Yeah.
So that's where we are.
Well, you got the best expert here to help you.
And your question is, how do I get her to want more?
Yeah. So, I'm able to compartmentalize the work that we have to do during the day, and I can have some left in the reserve. When we get to the end of the day for her, she's a lot more exhausted. And I get it. There's more of an emotional toll on her being a mom, and the boys are pulling on her more so than me. But I want her to be able to compartmentalize like I can.
Are you prepared to change tracks?
Am I prepared to change tracks?
Yes.
I'm prepared to do whatever I need to do.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Can I hear from you just a bit?
Christina?
Yeah, so like he said, I am tired. Come 8 o'clock, I'm ready to tap out and retire. But I try to explain to him, there's a biological connection I have with the children. I'm a light sleeper, so any little breath feels like I wake up. So I feel like I'm not getting adequate sleep, although, I fall asleep early. But it's like I'm trying to explain to him the different ways that men and women approach sex. Like he can go, and I need time to build it. And I love him, and I'm attracted to him. That's not the thing, but I'm very much aware our marriage is a movement. I really value that. So,
okay, maybe we first switch a little bit the way we think here, right? And that is very often when we think about sex, we think about an act and an outcome, something that we do. And instead of thinking of it like that, I would probably want to switch you to think more about an experience. Not what do you do in sex, but where do you go in sex? What parts of yourselves do you connect with? What do you want to experience there? What do you want to express there? And then you will notice that for some people, desire is autonomous. As you say, I come, I'm ready, spontaneous erection, autonomous, I don't need any prep, I'm go, But the majority of other people are responsive. What we call responsive desire, meaning they don't come ready. They are maybe sometimes open or willing. That willingness, I'm not always hungry. I see you eating, I'm sitting next to you, it looks like it's quite good, I taste. I'm open, I'm curious, I want to see where this takes me. Slowly I find myself, I take out a plate. I'm actually eating a whole meal. I wasn't really hungry to begin with, and I could have done without, but I'm happy I did it. That switch for you, instead of thinking, how do I get her to also be able to compartmentalize and be ready? I'm sorry to say, it may not work. And she's going to get frustrated. Rather than you're understanding that foreplay starts at the end of the previous orgasm. It's not a 5 minute before the real thing. And you give and
say that again. Foreplay starts
at the end of the previous orgasm. Not just 5 minutes before you get going.
Absolutely.
So instead of thinking you are the norm and she's the problem, how do I get her to change? You understand that for a lot of people, it's willingness that gets us going. And that is a wonderful thing. I'm open, I'm willing to see. And then here's the piece. A lot of relationships, male-female relationships, you're going to tell me probably, nothing turns me on more than to see her turned on. Yeah? Yeah, love it.
Yes.
Now, it is most likely that she will say, whatever happens to him is kind of irrelevant to me. Because what gets me going is what happens to her, not what happens to you. And that means that she needs to be able to enter into her own erotic self. And that means that she needs to be able to let go of the role of mother, caretaking, responsible, making sure that everybody is fine, worrying about the well-being of others. That is the essential liberation that any woman needs to feel, especially when I hear what Christina just said about that biological instant response that she has to the kids. It's how do I allow that to recede, and I trust that everybody is fine so that I can finally enter into myself and give myself the permission to think about me and experience my own pleasure. Give her the permission to be slightly more selfish in the moment, because desire is that attention onto me that says, I deserve, I can enjoy, and everything there is fine. And that's how I can let go.
I love what you said about where do you want to go? And I saw something in your eyes. Where do you want to go? And what do you want to experience in this sexual encounter? That it's not just about the act. Did that resonate with you, Christina?
Tremendously, because my first orgasm was with my husband.
Hey.
And I have to get there mentally. I'm being honest, everything before him was performative, and I like that Esther said to make it an experience again. Like, remember, it's something that we share, that no one else, something supernatural happens. And I feel it when we're there, but initially I feel like it's a chore to get there. But if I can train my mind to think, where do I want to go with him right now? This is our secret place, and train myself there. I feel like I can, like anything, work a muscle again, and tap into the erotic side.
But you need to be willing to ask for things. What starts to happen when you're in that kind of a dance is that he says yay, you say nay, and your emphasis is on all the nays and his emphasis is on all the yays. So it's about you asking, do I want to just relax? Do I want something more sensual? Do I want us to be naughty? Do I want to just have fun? Do I want to connect? Do I want to just be taken care of? All of these are places that we go in the erotic that have, you can, as you just said, you can do a lot in sex and feel absolutely nothing. Women have done that for centuries. Yeah. In the erotic, you can do very little and feel a lot. But for that, you need to ask for certain things and know that you have someone who really appreciates it and welcomes it. Because then, he likes to give, he likes to make you feel good. And even if it's just, small little things, it's about pleasure, not about performance or outcome.
This makes sense?
It does. And what's interesting is one of the most challenging things about relationships and marriage in general has been communication.
I mean, sexual candor is really difficult, and here's the thing. The majority of people often fall in a trap where they think that they will want more sex from talking about all the sex they don't want. Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
It's like we talk about the problem.
That's why women are reluctant. Like, if we have a conversation about it, we're going to talk about it. It's going to make you want more of it. And I'm just trying to have a conversation about it. That's what you're saying, Christina. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Our friends at Ulta Beauty want to help you honor your bestie in a big way. Share why they're so special in a post, tag your bestie, and at Ulta Beauty. Ulta is going to pay the joy forward with a chance to receive a surprise and delight beauty experience.